Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor?
I don't think he's taking his position seriously. Because this isn't a joke. Let's be clear. This isn't about one awkward comment. This is about a pattern. Short jokes, sharp statements, and decisions that feel impulsive. From tariffs, to sudden policy shifts, to unpredictable global messaging. At some point, you have to ask, is this strategy or improvisation? Now watch what happens when unpredictability becomes policy. Malaysia steps away, quietly, no drama, just distance. India follows, not loudly, but strategically, because India doesn't react fast. India reacts carefully, and then Canada, an ally, starts putting tariffs. That's not disagreement, that's a signal. But the real damage? It's not even trade, it's energy. After attacks on gas production in Saudi Arabia and Qatar, the system gets hit hard. Europe's gas prices jump 35%, and rebuilding that infrastructure, years, not months. Now here's where it gets interesting. When supply drops, someone fills the gap. Iranian oil enters the market, not celebrated, not officially endorsed, but accepted, because when the system is under pressure, options change. Now connect everything. A joke at the top, unpredictable decisions, allies stepping back, energy markets are destabilizing, and rivals stepping in. This isn't just about leadership style. It's about consequences, because global power doesn't collapse in one moment. It erodes through reactions. And here's the uncomfortable question. If allies don't trust your direction, can you still lead? So what happens next? Scenario 1, controlled distance. Countries stay allied, but reduce dependence. More self-reliance, less alignment. Scenario 2, energy rewrites alliances. Countries go where supply is stable, not where politics says they should go. Scenario 3, normalization of uncertainty. Markets adapt, countries adapt, and unpredictability becomes the new normal. And it all loops back to that moment. A joke, an awkward silence, a room that didn't laugh, because maybe they understood something the audience didn't. This isn't entertainment. This is policy. And when policy starts sounding like a joke, the consequences stop being funny. But here's where the story goes beyond one leader and one country. Because while some countries are reacting, others are repositioning. BRICS is no longer just a talking point. It's becoming an option, an alternative, and more importantly, a signal. Now ask yourself, why are countries even considering this shift? Because stability is becoming more valuable than power. And this is where India enters the picture. Not loudly, not aggressively, but steadily. India isn't forcing alignment. It's building trust. Through time, through consistency, through negotiation. Unlike sudden tariff wars, India takes its time with deals. It talks, it balances, it calculates. And that's exactly why more countries are getting comfortable. Because in a world of unpredictability, predictability becomes power. Now look at India's position. India has ties with Russia, Iran, Israel, the United States, and the West. At the same time, that's not easy. That's not accidental. That's strategic balancing. And in today's world, that balance is valuable because countries don't want to choose sides anymore. They want options. And India, it offers that option. Add to that India's economic growth. While many economies are slowing down, India is accelerating, becoming a major player in manufacturing, technology, and global trade. So now the question changes. It's no longer who is the strongest. It becomes who is the most reliable partner. And slowly, quietly, more countries are starting to answer that question. Not with speeches, not with headlines, but with decisions, trade decisions, energy decisions, alliance decisions. And that's how global power shifts. Not in one big moment, but in 1,000 small choices. So while some leaders joke and others react, some countries are simply positioning themselves for what comes next.